Hello, this is Justin Woodall at Woodall Realty Group, your trusted Athens real estate advisor. Today, I have a tip for investors. People are asking right now, I own a rental property. Should I sell it because the market is good, or should I continue leasing it? So today I want to talk to you about 3 questions that you can ask yourself to kind of help you evaluate whether you should sell or whether you should continue to lease it. So the first question is just really what are your overall goals? Is it your goal to own a portfolio of rental properties and to continue to build and continue to own properties? And if so, should you keep this one or should you sell it and then exchange into others? So that's kind of, these are 2-part questions or 3 or 4-part questions sometimes, but the main question is kind of what are your long-term overarching goals? Where do you want to be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road? And let that weigh into your decision making on this. So the second question to ask yourself is, do I think the prices will continue to rise? And if they are, then it may make sense to keep that property if you think it's going to continue to raise and go up at the same rate that it is. Or what rate do you feel like that property is going to continue rising at? Versus if you were to sell, where could you reinvest that money and could you get a better return on your investment elsewhere? So that's kind of what you got to think about. So think about your overall goal and then think about, if I do sell, what am I going to do with these funds? Which leads me to the last question, is what are you going to do with the money? So if you sell, what would you do with the equity? What would you do with the money that you get out of that sale? Is it going to be used to pay off other debt? Is it going to be used to reinvest into another property? Is it just going to be used to be in the bank as a security blanket? Like, what is the purpose? Do you need that money for another cause? Or do you plan to reinvest that money? And again, that goes back to the question, if you reinvest, what's your return on your investment? Can you put it into another vehicle that's going to return into a business or into another real estate investment or into the stock market or into anything else that you feel like will get a better return? So that's really what you have to think about when in this market. Is it a good time to sell? Absolutely. Prices are high. It's a great time to sell. But that question remains, is what are you going to do with those funds? How are you going to reinvest it? What are you going to do with that? And then does that fit within your overall goals? So I hope that's been helpful in your decision making. If you're thinking about selling a property or if you need property management, feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help you.